Welcome 7th graders to our next video. Today we are going to solve inequalities by adding and subtracting. Okay, so this is our objective. Please write it down in your table of contents as well as on top of your notes. That's chapter 3, section 2. All right. First few things for your notes. We are going to talk about solving inequalities. So rules for solving inequalities are exactly the same as the rules for solving the equations. So the whole purpose of solving inequalities is to isolate the variable, and we are doing it by using inverse operations and following the golden rule, meaning whatever I do to one side of the inequality, I'll do the same thing to the other side. One thing we need to remember, but at the end, instead of one answer, we'll have many possible answers, and it's impossible for us to write them all down. Therefore, we'll graph our solution like we did it in previous lessons. So please pause your video and go ahead and write this in your notes. All right, good job. Let's keep going. Okay, let's look how different equation is from inequality and how different it will be with solving. So on the left side, we have a simple one-step equation. X minus 15 equals negative 12. And if you remember how to solve it, let's see. I'm going to make sure you guys see it. Hold on. Okay, hopefully now you can see it. I'm going to separate my left side from the right side. I want to isolate my variable. That means that I want to get rid of negative 15. I'm going to do it by inverse operation. So how do I get rid of negative 15? I have to add 15. Now I have to use the golden rule, which means whatever I did to my left side, I have to do to my right side. As I do it, my 15s go away. That leaves me with x on the left side. Now I have to be really careful with integers. So negative 12 plus 15, different signs. I'm going to subtract. The answer is 3. I have more positives than negatives, so positive 3 is the answer. I can double check if that's a correct solution by plugging it into the original equation. So if I put that 3 in place of x, I have 3 minus 15, and I have to check if it's negative 12. That's a correct answer. Okay, does that ring a bell? Hopefully it does. Now let's look at the inequality. It's the same numbers. The only difference is that instead of equal sign, I wrote greater or equal sign. But I'm going to solve this inequality exactly the same way. So I want to get rid of negative 15. I'm going to add 15 to both sides. I still have two sides. That leaves me with x on the left side and 3 on the right side. My sign, however, is not an equal sign anymore. It's greater or equal sign because that's what was at the beginning. So how many possible solutions I have? How many numbers in the world do you know that are greater or equal to 3? Infinite many. I don't want to write them all down. So instead of writing them all down, I'm going to graph them. I'm going to write my number line. I want my 0, 1, 2, 3, and I'll put some negative numbers. Okay. Because I have greater or equal, that means that my circle will be closed circle because negative 3 included, and all my numbers have to be greater than 3. The numbers greater than 3 are 4, 5, 6, so I have to go in that direction. And voila, I'm done. At this point, if you have any questions, please let me know. Let's do a couple more together and we'll finish this video, and then in the second video we'll do a practice video. So let's do this one together. We have solve n minus 10 is greater than 14, and as you can see it asks to graph the solution. Okay, I'm going to separate my left side from the right side. I want to have n by itself. Right now I have negative 10 on my left side, so I'm going to add 10. Whatever I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other side. That allows me to get rid of 10 and have only n on my left side. And 14 plus 10 is 24. What sign am I going to use? The same what is above, greater than. So my inequality is n greater than 24. So what numbers are greater than 24? 25, 26, 27, and so on. So now I'm going to graph it. I always want you to have a 0 somewhere on your number line. You don't have to write all the numbers from 1 to 24. Just place 24 on the right side of 0. So I'll put 24 right here. And then I know that the other numbers are 25, 26, 27. Okay, I'm going to have an open circle because it's only greater than, and indicate which numbers are greater than 24. Anything to the right of 24. All right, hope it works well. All right, last one together. Y minus 3 is less than 4. I'm going to separate. I'm going to get rid of negative 3, which means I'm going to add 3 to both sides of the inequality. That leaves me with only y on the left side, and 4 plus 3 is 7. And I still have the same sign as above. Make sure you don't put the equal sign there. That's very important. Okay, let's graph it. So all my numbers on the number line, I want to be less than 7. So I'm going to have a number line. I'm going to have 0. Put 7 in the right place. Put some other numbers. Okay. My circle will be open. And anything less than 7 is to the left of the 7. Voila. And I have the answer for this one. Okay, that's the last problem. I would like all those problems in this video to have in your notebook as the examples. The second video is a practice. So see you guys in the second video.